Tasmai Shri Vandeham Shri Guruvaram Shri Rupam Udapavaram Brajalasrasikam Chanarayanam Tampapam Vancha Kalpataru Yascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitana Pavane Vaishnavebhyo Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktabandhav Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare. First of all, of name this is the Navadvipa. Dodo Sita Paramaradi Tangurupad Tiliya Krishna Vishnupada Stotra Satsishima Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj, our most beloved Srila Gurudev, and the same unlimited sustenance of Atmanam Zivata Sita Paramaraditam Shrupanam Gauriya Guru Varga Medanda Atmanam, so all Vaishnavas and Vaishnavas. So Vaishnavas are raising the question that in Kali Yuga we see that Sri Navadvipa Dham, it is described to be the topmost holy place. If you read the writings of Srila Bhaktabandhav in Navadvipa Dham Mahatmya, and also in this Navadvipa Bhaktaranga, Srila Bhaktabandhav he describes that eventually in Kali Yuga all the holy places they gradually lose their spiritual potency. It is part of the Leela of the Lord. If the translation, translators here help me there a bit. Okay. So, in this way, gradually all the holy places they lose their spiritual potency, but Srila Bhaktivinoda he describes that Sri Navadvipa Dham, it will be the shelter of all the living entities of Kali Yuga who are following the footsteps of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So there is no holy place like Sri Navadvipa Dham. But at the same time we see that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, they have sent their devotees, they have sent their associates to this Vrindavan. All the 6 Goswamis, they have done their bhajan here in Vrindavan, and also Sri Lokanath Ras Goswami, and many associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they have come here to this Vrindavan. So if Navadvipa Dham is the topmost place in this Kali Yuga, and it's eventually to be the shelter for all the living entities who follow Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are sending his most intimate associates to do bhajan here in Vrindavan? Why have they not all remained in Navadvipa Dham, broadcasting the glories of Navadvipa Dham? Why did they come here to this Vrindavan Dham? So, all the questions made by the Vaishnavas, ultimately only the Vaishnavas can give the full answer. But we can try to say something according to our capacity. And by trying, our Srila Gurudev always say that by trying, you will get bhakti. So, if you're always hiding in the cave, then all the snakes, all the scorpions, all the kangaroos, all the different anarthas, they will attack us. So if we come in front of Guru and Vaishnavas, then that rays of prema, they are coming, emanating from the pores of Srila Gurudev, and they are gradually purifying us. And even though we are very unqualified, gradually that harikatha and that potency start entering it in our hearts, and eventually we see that many devotees' experiences are miraculous. affecting their lives by living with Guru and Vaishnavas. Srila Gurudeva told that Sri Guru is not impartial. Sri Guru gives mercy to everyone. For those who come in contact with Guru, for those who come in front of the Guru, just like the sun is giving mercy to everyone, Guru is giving mercy to everyone. But some, they do not come in front of Guru. They hide here and there and they want to live independent life. Then they do not receive the same mercy as those who are always endeavor to be in the close proximity of Guru, also by following all his instructions and his desires. So, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he explains in the Navadvipa dham Mahatmya that Navadvipa dham and Vrindavan dham, they have a inseparable relationship. Actually, you cannot separate Navadvipa from Vrindavan, and not Vrindavan from Sri Navadvipa dham. Vrindavan is complementing Navadvipa, and Navadvipa is complementing Vrindavan. So, there is a speciality in the time of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There is the Audharya Leela. In Vrindavan, there is the speciality of Madhurya Leela. So, what is the meaning of Audharya Leela? Audharya Leela means that Madhurya, that sweetness which is experienced by eternal associates of Radha and Krishna, that sweet exchanges which happen between all the Brajvasis, all the Brajagopis. To enter in Vrindavan or in Krishna Lila, only the associates of the Lord, they have entrance in their pastimes. But we see that in Gaura Lila there is this Audharya. Means that that same Madhurya which is there within Vrindavan, which is given just to the associates of the Lord, it is now being freely distributed to everyone without any discrimination, without checking whether they are qualified or not. So this Navadvipa is actually Gupta Vrindavan. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur describes that all the places which are in Vrindavan Dham, they are hidden in this Navadvipa. It may be that they are appear in a different sequence or in a different order. The order may be different. For example, we can see that this Ritudvip, it is non-different from Radhakund. And we can see that where our Srila Gurudev established his mat in Sri Koladvip, that place is non-different from Govardhan, that is Gupta Govardhan. Our Srila Gurudeva had a desire to always be in the close proximity of Giri Govardhan. So, Srila Gurudev was placed in Samadhi in that place, which is also Aparada Bhanjana Sthan. It is the place where offenses they are forgiven, as it was in that place that Devananda Pandit was forgiven from his offenses. That is also the place where Chapal Gopal was forgiven for his offenses. So that place where our beloved Srila Gurudev is situated is extremely merciful place. So we can see also that Jogapith in Mayapur where Sachinandan Gaur Hari appears, that is non-different from Gokul, and it is also non-different from Mathura, where Krishna performed his appearance last time, and in Gokul, where Krishna performed his birth pastime, just like in Naravat Leela. So all the places of Vrindavan, they are hidden in Navadvip, here and there. So, Navadvipa is more helpful for the sadhakas. And Vrindavan, it is more helpful for the siddhas. So there is a shloka from Prabodhanand Saraswati Pad that he says that while we are living in Navadvipa Dham, we should always remember Vrindavan Dham. And while we are living in Vrindavan Dham, we should always remember Sri Navadvipa Dham. Because there is an intrinsic relationship. If we see what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is performing his pastimes, there is a lecture of Srila Gurudev on the origin of Ratha Yatra, and our beloved Srila Gurudev, he explained that Navadvipa is related to the Astakaliya Lila. And what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed in his Astakaliya Lila in Svetadvipa, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is performing Harinam Sankirtan along with his associates. But what he is doing on that Harinam Sankirtan, they are all, Mahaprabhu and his associates, they are always meditating on the Astakaliya Lila of Radha and Krishna in Braja. So you cannot separate. If you take out Braja from Navadvip, then that Navadvip is not complete. And if you take Navadvip from Braja, that is also not complete. And usually we hear that Navadvipa, that Vrindavan is Navadvip is Gupta Vrindavana. But there was a time, there was a year in which our Srila Gurudev, he also performed this Navadvip Dham Parikrama here in Vrindavan. And I remember there is a Harikatha of Srila Gurudev in which our Srila Gurudev explained that Vrindavan is hidden in Navadvip, but Navadvip is also hidden here in Vrindavan. So that is even, it seems to be more confidential. We not hear so much about this vichar, but also it is possible to find Navadvip here hidden in this Vrindavan. That shows that there is an intrinsic relationship and how it is inseparable. And one time we heard in Harikatha that if anyone asks, where do you find Navadvip in Vrindavan? Then you just come to Radhe Kunj and you have Darshana of the Panchatattva. This Panchatattva they have very mercifully appeared. That in this Radhamodar also this Panchatattva has come there. But in Vrindavan, this is the first place where the five Panchatattva, all the members of the Panchatattva, they have come. And gradually they are coming to all the different temples of Vrindavan. So this place is extremely special. The Panchatattva came by their own desire. We think that we are something that when the Guru Varga want to establish some deities, they are going to some sculptor and they give some money, and then by some money the deities are made and then they come, but it is actually not like that. It was all hidden in Gurudev's time. Srila Gurudev, he never revealed to anyone these things, but he just revealed to his very close associates. At each and every temple of Srila Gurudev you can see that there is a transcendental reciprocation between the associates of the Lord and Srila Gurudev. Just like Vrinda Devi, she told Srila Gurudev that she came in the dream of Srila Gurudev and he told that in the future you will preach all over the world, so you should make my murti and I will be in your temple to give qualifications so that devotees will have adhikar for entering this Seva Kunj. We can see that also Jamuna Devi appeared in the dream of Srila Gurudev. And thus she was established in Durvasa Rishi Gauriya Ashram. We can see that there is also some reciprocation between Srila Gurudev and Durvasa Rishi. It was Durvasa Rishi who made all arrangements for Srila Gurudev to go to the west. And he encouraged Srila Gurudev. And when Gurudev established him there, then this Durvasa Rishi, he took the prominent seat in the middle of the altar. And Srila Gurudev told him, Durvasa, what you are doing? Durvasa told Srila Gurudev, no, Radha and Krishna, they are Mahaprabhu, they are my disciples, I should be in the center. And Durvasa, he would not move. And it took a long time until Durvasa was moved to the side. And when Durvasa came to the side, And there was so much quarrel there. The villagers, they were thinking that Durvas is Bhagavan, and the Vaishnavas made all the arrangements for the devotees to be protected and many things to take place. So these are very secret leelas, and we can see how the Lord is coming. There is so much history of how the Thakurji manifest on the temples. You can see in the future we will know why this Panchatattva came, and then this Panchatattva, they went to give mercy to another living, to the other devotees, and now new Panchatattva came, golden one, and previously the deities of Srila Param Gurudev. Then why we have not brought from the very beginning these very big and beautiful deities of Navadvipa? Because they came according to their desires. It's not that anyone brought them. We heard many times that first Srila Gurudev came, then he brought Srila Vamana Goswami Maharaj, and then both of them they called Srila Param Gurudev, who called Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So they also called Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who like this gradually they called Panchatattva and Radhavina Bihari, like that. In the future we'll come to know all these leelas of how this actually took place. So, one thing is coming in my mind regarding this, why the Goswamis, they are doing their bhajan here in this Vrindavan. Because we can see that, for example, in the Srivas Anga, the Vaishnavas have also explained that Srivas Anga, it is the pastimes which take place there, they are no different from that, they are equivalent to the Rasa Leela of Radha and Krishna in Braja. And also we can see that Srivas Sangha, only the foremost associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they were allowed to enter there. Even the mother-in-law of Srivas Pandit, she tried to hide behind a basket, but the bhajan of Mahaprabhu would not flow. And then she was requested to leave. And also we can see that there is also the son of Srivas Pandit, he left his body in that Srivas Sangha. And they were all crying, and that also disturbed the bhajan of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he asked what happened. And then eventually they disclosed to him that his son has left the body. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he made the son come back to his life. And the son, when he came back, he started giving some very nice katha on Atma Tattva. He was saying that like Mama Evansa Jiva Bhutta Sanatana. No one is son of anyone here. We should not be attached to any of our family members. All these relationships are temporary. Actually, we are all part and parcel of Krishna. And it's only by developing a relationship with Krishna that we will find complete satisfaction. So he gave very nice Harikatha and everyone was surprised. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he asked him, do you wish to remain here? Or do you wish to go back to the place where you were? So he told that I want to go back to the place where I were. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu touched him and gave his blessing, and he again left his body. So we have heard in Harikatha that where did he go? There was a time that there was a discussion here regarding that point. And different devotees spoke about it. And that Shravan Prabhu was here. He spoke. He gave different quotations on this point. So that day we heard that he entered in Brajalila. And he was serving there in his swarup as a gopi. And the question may came, why is it that if he is in Gaura Lila, why is like Gaura Lila is the topmost Lila and Navadvipa Dham is the topmost place? Why would he not wanted to be there in Gaura Lila? Why he wanted to be somewhere else? Because that somewhere else place where he went, it was Vrindavan. And the goal of Gaura Lila is not that one will remain in Gaura Lila forever. In one sense, the goal of Gaura Lila is to send that devotee to Braja Lila, to relate that personality with Braja Lila. Therefore, that shloka again comes, Shabda Brahmamayam Guruvanikatam Navadvindavanam Gaura Rasamayam Rasashotamulam Nama Sankirtanam Avirbhutari Doyan Jit Atma Swarupam. We'll take shelter of Guru, we hear Shabda Brahman. Then by Guru Kripa we enter in Navadvipa, where is predominated by Gaura Ras. And there, by the influence of Nam Sankirtan, we realize our Swarupa. Where? In Braja. Actually, Gurudev said that our Swarupa will be in Navadvipa and also will be in Vrindavan. But Vrindavan is the topmost goal. And if we do not have a goal to be attained, then where are we going to be? How are we going to make any advancement? So therefore the Goswamis, they are doing their bhajana here. They are also H.I. Gosai Jabe Braja Kailavas Radha Krishna Nitilila Purila Prakash. If it was not for the 6 Goswamis, then we would not have any idea of Radha Krishna Lila. They have manifested the holy place. They have revealed the pastimes. They have protected these pastimes to the very strong banks of Tattva Siddhanta. Because without knowing the Tattva Siddhanta, we will take a mundane understanding of these Leelas. And they have revealed the deities. They have propagated Vaishnava etiquette. So they have done all these accomplishments here in Vrindavan because the goal of living in Navadvipa Dham is that eventually we realize this Avirbhuta Hridayam Chit Atma Swarupan. We realize our eternal identity as the Braja Gopi, being the Dasya of Srimati Radhika. So therefore it is required that Navadvipa to be there and also Vrindavan to be here, so we can always understand the intrinsic relationship between Navadvipa and Vrindavan. And thus, by this understanding this intrinsic relationship, we can attain perfection in our bhajana. Because what is the topmost perfection in our bhajana? If you hear the bhajans of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, the bhajans regarding Siddhi Lalasa, when he explained the topmost perfection, it is always related to Braja. As we see, Vilasa Manjari, Ananga Manjari, Sri Rupa Manjari, Amake Tulya Lohani Jhabade Deho More Siddhi Sar. He's always aspiring for that Swarup Siddhi. Begging for the mercy of Vilas Manjari, Anang Manjari, Rup Manjari. Please lift me up and bring me to the highest perfection. Bring me very close to your lotus feet. And also we hear Parama Anandis Hakalimilya Radhika Charaniravu. Ei Parakasta Siddhi Ko Behave Pabu Radha Padasab. Feeling supreme bliss when will you sit in the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika and drink this intoxicated honey which emanates from the lotus feet. When I will attain that topmost perfection. And the topmost perfection of our bhajan is to be the assistant of Rupa Manjari. And Srila Gurudeva, he told that this is the topmost Guru Seva one can perform. Tate Krishna Bhaje Kore Guru Seva na Mayati Lechukte Bais Krishna Charan. We have to perform Guru Seva along with Krishna Bhajana. So as we do our Guru Seva here, Seva Sadhak Rupana Siddha Rupana Chatrahi, gradually we have to become qualified to assist Srila Gurudev in his service to Srimati Radhika. So now we are living in this Gaura Lila. Srila Gurudev is continuing this Gaura Lila, and at the same time he is always relating us with Braja Lila. And even if you hear Gurudev's Bhava Anuvad of this Ramani Shiromani, I don't remember the Bengali, but in the last line, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur expressed that he has very strong attachment to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but indeed he is just completely satisfied in his heart when he is performing service to the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika. So in this way, this is the importance of the 6 Goswamis living here and all the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu living here. And our Srila Gurudev also spent so much time here. And this is the question I always had also, if Navadvipa is the topmost place and most merciful and more helpful for the sadhakas, why Srila Gurudev had manifested this place here? That is also a question which I always had in mind. I wish to hear that from the Vaishnavas. Because I know that our Gurudeva, he manifested this place here. This Radhe Kunja is actually a self-manifested place. No one actually made a plan to make this place. There was no plan. There was no any, oh, let us do the plan that after some months we will move there and then this thing will manifest, and the building will be like this, and the name will be Radhe Kunja, and we will be Bhaktabandhav dham. No. There was no plan like that. This is the only place which we could come, because by some special mercy we were going here and there in different places in Braja, and there was so many devotees with Guru Vaishnavas, and there was no place to go, and this place appeared. It was the only place which we could come, and the name of the building was Radhe Kunj. It's alright, the name of the building. And the first class, I remember senior Vaishnavas with tears in their eyes telling, how come Srila Gurudev made such an arrangement? When I came here, the name of the place is Radhe Kunj. And Gurudev came here and he arranged this place for us. And this is not for our enjoyment. This place is so that we can perform this Bhagavad Seva. This place is Brajapatam. There was a desire that some devotees wanted to give the name Seva Kunj. But Seva Kunj was already there. But when we came here, already Radhe Kunj is there. So there's no need to change the place, because it's already very deeply related to the speciality of Srila Gurudev. And this place also came to know as Sri Bhaktabandhav dham. This is also, no one chose this name. Externally it may seem that someone chose this name. But this place is known as Bhaktabandhav dham, because actually our Srila Gurudeva, he did not enter in Samadhi. This Samadhi Lila is just like one drama, one pastime of Srila Gurudeva acting in the stage of this material world. Srila Param Gurudeva explained that the Vaishnavas, they do not change their bodies, they continue existing in that same self-body. And if they leave a body behind, is to benefit the living entities. So actually Srila Gurudeva, he did not disappear from our external vision. He continued existing in that same self-form, and he came here, he did his bhajan, he manifested this place. And this place is became known as the Bhaktabandhav dham, because Srila Gurudev eternally resides here. Srila Gurudev is eternally residing here. And when I was traveling here and there, I was feeling that very strong. I just tell you one hint. There are actually many explanations to know that Srila Gurudev is always here in this place. But if you will see that when I was there in the West, I was I was shocked by something which is not unusual and it is not wrong, but everyone is calling Srila Gurudev Param Gurudev, because now they are disciples of the disciples of Srila Gurudev. And I was not used to that, so I never knew whether they are addressing our Param Gurudev Srila Keshav Maharaj or they are addressing Srila Gurudev. Param Gurudev? Which Param Gurudev? Srila Narayana Maharaj. But we see here that even all the disciples of whatever great Vaishnavas they are, the disciples of these gurus, they call Srila Gurudev Srila Gurudev. And what is the reason? No one here calls Srila Gurudev Param Gurudev. Even the disciples of the disciples, no one will call Srila Gurudev Srila Param Gurudev. He is known as Srila Gurudev. Why? What is the reason? Because here is a special prakosta of the mission of Srila Gurudev, where Srila Gurudev is still present as it was before. Therefore, Gurudev gave the instruction. One of the last instructions of Srila Gurudev was, as it was before, it should continue. So, as it was before, as it was when the time of Gurudev is present, the same thing is going on. So, actually, everyone here is disciple of Srila Gurudev, and there is the very strong mood here. So, Gurudev had strong relationship with this Braja. He was Prayojana Acharya, and even he expended so much time in Sri Navadvipa. He had a little bit more strong inclination to this Radha Dhasyam. And that is the reason also why, some of the reasons why we are here and why our Goswamis also did their bhajan. They were the desire of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Vanchana Bhaktaru Sri Pranasindhu
Om Ajnana-Timirandhasya Jnananjana-Shalakaya Chakshurunmitam Tasmai Shri Gurave Rovachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktam Vandeyam Shri Guru Varam Shri Rupanam Prabharam Vajrasvasikam Chayanayam Tam Shri Guru Charanam Vande Ramana Prishthaya Bhutale Rupanam Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Shri Gaur Bhaktabandhav Jai Rup Sanatan Bhakta Raghunath Shri Ji Gopal Bhakta Dasa Raghunath Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. So first of all, I offer my Sasnananda Namaskar at the lotus feet of our spiritual masters. Lai Srimad Bhaktivedanta Shri Narayan Goswami Maharaj Shri Lai Srimad Bhaktivedanta Shri Om Goswami Maharaj Shri to our guardians and to all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis present today. So we just heard the question that Mahaprabhu himself, he appeared in Navadvipa dham, as did most of his associates. And then we hear that Mahaprabhu, he sent the circus Swamis to Vrindavan. Nityananda Prabhu also sent Giri Swami to Vrindavan. But Mahaprabhu didn't send anyone to Dwarka dham. Then we see also that does that mean that the glories of Navadvipa dham are in any way less than Vrindavan dham? So we see that these 9 islands of Srimati Radhika of Navadvipa dham, they're especially called Radhavan. These 9 islands are especially manifested from Srimati Radhika's heart. Because Radharani was thinking that in Vrindavan, all the different rasas, they serve Krishna. Devotees from all the different rasas, Shanta, Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya, Madhurya. So she was thinking, I need an exclusive place, abode, where Krishna can be served. So therefore, these 9 islands manifested from her heart. And each island represents one particular Sakhi. And especially Gokul Bhavan is like, this Antardik Mayapur is like Radhavan. Radharani is especially serving Krishna. And you see also, in Vrindavan and Rajmandal Dham, you see devotees from all the other sampradayas are present here. You see everyone are present here. If you go in Keshigarh, you see all the Ramanandi Vaishnavas, they are present there. They are chanting Ramcharitmanas. And if you come a little more front, you'll see the devotees from the Nimbarka Sampradaya. And then you'll see, if you come even a little more front, then you'll see even the Mayavadis also, they have their big ashrams, they have their big temples, Soham ashram, everything. All the different sampradayas are present here, if you see now in Vrindavan dham. And also you see here in Vrindavan dham also, they're chanting so many things which are not exactly in proper line of Rasa and Siddhanta. Like you see, Gurudev, he was always against one kirtan, and they're always singing that kirtan in Vrindavan. What is that? They say, oh Radharani, tu badi bhagini, ki kaun tapasya ki, teeno lok taran taran, hoy tere adhim. And Gurudev, when he would listen to this, he become very upset. Saying, how can they even say that Radharani, what austerities have you done? That he who delivers the 3 worlds has become submissive to you, subservient to you. How can this be possible? In fact, Gurudev would say that instead of singing this, you should sing Krishna tu bada bhaga, kaun tapasya ki, teen lok tarana tarani, tu hoy adhin. He'd say. This should be sung, he'd say. Say, oh Krishna, how fortunate you are. Tu bada bhaga, kaun tapasya ki, teen lok tarana tarini, she who delivers the 3 worlds, tu hoy unke adhin. That you have become submissive to her. What austerities have you done? This one. So here you see, people, even though they are still in Rajmandal, Vrindavan dham, still they have no proper understanding. Like they say, Radhe Radhe Sham Milade. No. Krishna would say, what? Gurudev would say, what will you do with Sham? He'd say. So many things they sing. But you see, Navadvipa dham is especially for the Gauriyas. There. In Navadvipa dham, even now if you go to Navadvipa dham, you don't see devotees from the other sampradayas. Even now, to this day, if you go. Very rarely, maybe you may see 1 or 2 or 3 from the Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya or from Vishnu Swami Nimaditya. Even now, that place is exclusively for the Gaudiyas. this Navadvipa dham, Mayapur dham. There you see, is only for Mahaprabhu and his bhaktas. This way Radharani's desire is being fulfilled. Therefore, Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur, he has sung Araditam Navavanam Brajakaranante Na Araditam Navavanam Brajeva Dure Aradito Tejasuta Braja Nagaraste Na Aradita Tejasuta Krishna Taveha Dure. He has sung that Araditam Navavanam Brajakananaste. If you worship these 9 islands of Navadvipa dham, then the 12 forests of Vrindavan, Brajamandal are also being worshipped. Na Raditam Navanam Braja Eva Dure. And if you don't worship these 9 islands, then Brajamandal dham, Vrindavan dham is far away. Aradito Tejasuta Braja Nagaraste. And if you worship this Tejasuta Mahaprabhu, then Brajanagar Sri Krishna is not very far, he is always near. But Na Raditam Braja Dure, Krishna Taveha Dure. Na Raditam Tejasuta Krishna Taveha Dure. If you don't worship Tejasuta, Krishna is very far away. In this way, you see, Krishnam kare aparader vichar. Krishnam boli aparader na hai vikar. In this way, Krishnam is always considering offenses. And even if we chant with offenses, then no vikar, no transformations. But Gaur Nityananda na hai save, nahi kare sab vichar, naam loi prem den bhai ashrudhar. But Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, they have no consideration of all these things. Naam loi prem den bhai ashrudhar. Immediately they'll give you prem when chanting their names, and so many tears will fall from your eyes in this way. Therefore we say that sometimes some devotees would even ask questions to Gurudev, and he'd say that they tried raising a difference between Navadvipa dham and Brajamandal dham. Like they'd say that they try saying that Mahaprabhu, if he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, does he have his own specific set of incarnations and expansions? And they would say, why do you think like that? Since Mahaprabhu and Krishna are non-different, the incarnations and expansions of Krishna are also the incarnations and expansions of Mahaprabhu. In this way, if any a difference would also be raised between Navadvipa dham and Vrindavan dham, Gurudev would say, no, this is not proper. Like we see when Srimati Radhika met Krishna there at Kurukshetra, then what did she say? Krishna, he said, you should meditate upon me. Lord Radharani say, Anya Hriday Man, More Man Vrindavan, Mane Mane Eka Kari Jane. Jadi Tomar Charana Doy, Tabe Ki Udoy, Tabe Tomar Purna Kripa Mani. She said that for others, their mind and hearts are different. But for me, my mind and heart is one. And what is my mind and heart? Vrindavan dham. Jadi Tomar Doy, Yadi Tomar Charana Doy, Hoi Be Udoy, Tabe Tomar Purna Kripa Mani. And only if you manifest your 2 lotus feet there, in this dham, Vrindavan dham, then I'll consider that to be the manifestation of your full mercy. In this way, Srimati Radhika has prayed. So in this way, we see that this Vrindavan dham, all the rasa that is present there is also present there in Navadvipa dham, in all this. Because Krishna, who is he? He is Akila Rasamrit Sindhu, Akila Rasamrit Murti. But still, he is always so thirsty for the love of Srimati Radhika. Therefore, he appeared in Navadvipa dham, although he is there. In fact, without Srimati Radhika, he is Nirvishesh, Nirakar, Nirgun Brahma. Without her. Like we say that Krishna, when we say is Akila Rasamrit Murti, at that time he is Anek Ras. At that time he is the manifestation of all different rasas. But when he is by his own self, when he is Ekras, then he desires this prem of Srimati Radhika. Then he needs this prem ras niryas karitya swada. Rasikshekar Param Krishna ito vicharutkam. Then this Rasikshekar Krishna himself desires to relish this prem ras niryas, this love, this pranay mahima of Srimati Radhika. And therefore he desires to appear in Navadvipa dham in this way. And we see also when Mahaprabhu, especially after he met Ishwar Puripad in Gaya, what did he say? Prabhu kahe Gaya yatra safala amar, jatakshan dekile charana tomar, samsara samudra hoite more uddhar, samsara samudra hoite more uddhar. And in this way he said like that as soon as I had have darshan of you, then my pilgrimage to this Navadvipa dham, this Gaya dham is successful. And now what to speak of me, all my different ancestors are also delivered, he said, in this way. And then we see that Mahaprabhu stayed here for 24 years in Navadvipa dham. And then he stayed for 6 years traveling everywhere. He went to South India, he went to Vrindavan, Kashi, Prayag. So he's coming and going back and forth. And then another 6 years he spent in his Rath Yatra Leela. And then we see the last 12 years he spent in the Gambhira. And what was he doing in the Gambhira? There, in Chandidas Vidyapati, Rayar Nataka Giti, Karnamrita Shri Gita Govinda, Sarupa Ramananda Sange, Mahaprabhu Ratri Dine, Shunahoy Paramayananda. There in the Gambhira, he would listen in the association of Sarup Damodar Raya Ramananda Goswami, especially to the Kirtans, written by Chandidas Vidyapati, Raya Nataka Giti. Means this Jagannath Vallabh Natak, written by Raya Ramananda. And Karnamrita Gita Govinda, Sarupa Ramananda Sange, Mahaprabhu Ratri Dine. Shunahoy Paramananda. In the association of Sarup Damodar Goswami and Raya Ramananda, he would listen. And when he was listening there in the Gambhira, he would be weeping the whole time. And Govinda would be thinking, Govinda Prabhu, that why is he weeping so much? Maybe I should stop Sarup Damodar and Raya Ramananda from coming. But still Mahaprabhu is experiencing the highest ecstasy. But still we say Jagannath Puri Dham is not the same as Navadvipa Dham. Neither is this place where Mahaprabhu met Raya Ramananda. And he manifested his form of this Rasaraj Mahabhav. In this form of Rasaraj Mahabhav, what happened? Every limb of Krishna was embraced by every limb of Srimati Radhika. And still the black dark luster of Krishna was peeping through. It could be seen. But still this is also like Aishwarya Leela. But there we see in Navadvipa Dham, Mahaprabhu especially performed this Madhurya Leela. Like in Mayapur, there is this Barkona Ghat. In this Barkona Ghat, we see Mahaprabhu would tease all these young girls. He would say that if you don't worship me, then you'll get very old husbands. And then he'd say, Durga, Chandi, all these different devis you're worshipping are my maidservants. He'd tease Kolavecha Sridhar, that the glories of Ganga are actually coming from me. So all these Madhurya Leelas took place there. Therefore, in this Rupa Goswami's Ashtakali Leela Varnam, he has only described Mahaprabhu's Navadvipa Leela, not any Jagannath Puri Leela. And Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur also, in his Ashtakali Leela Stotra of Mahaprabhu, is only described Mahaprabhu's Navadvipa Leela. And the same also, in the Smaran Mangal Stotra also, if you see, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is especially described as Navadvipa Leela. And even Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj in this Prem Dham Deva Stotram, especially is described Mahaprabhu's Navadvipa Leela. Why? What is the speciality of Navadvipa Leela? Because here you see, meeting takes place. You see, Gurudev, he spoke there in Devananda Gaudiya Math. There he was speaking this, he was giving this katha. There he was saying that separation has 4 different stages. And meeting has 4 different stages. And corresponding to every stage of separation, there is 1 stage of meeting, he said. Like we say that separation, there are 4 stages. What is that? That is Purvarag, Man, Kinchit Pravas and Sudur Pravas. And Purvarag means the separation the gopis feel before meeting Krishna. And according to that Purvarag, there is Sankshipt Milan. Sankshipt Milan means brief meeting. In this way, when Krishna appears after this Purvarag is felt. Like when the gopis were speaking this Benu Geet, they are feeling Purvarag. And then there's Man. And then after Man, the meeting that takes place is Sankirna Milan. It is contracted meeting. Still it is not fully flourishing. Why? Because Radharani is still unhappy with Krishna, that he was with Chandravali or Padma Saipya. And then there is Kinchit Dur Pravas. And then after this Kinchit Dur Pravas, there is Samrittiman Milan. Kinchit Dur Pravas means when Krishna he goes cowherding or when he disappears, and then when he reappears after the gopis has sung Gopi Geet. This is Samriddhiman Milan. So this is also not full. But where Sudur Pravas. Sudur Pravas is when Krishna goes to Mathura and Dwaraka. And when Srimati Radhika meets Krishna there at Kurukshetra. Or after Krishna returns to Rajmandal. This is Sampurna Milan. fully flourishing meeting. So Navadvipa Dham is the place of this Sampurna Milan. Here, there is, if you see all the other places, there is either Sankirna Milan, Sankshipta Milan or Samriddhiman Milan. But Navadvipa Dham is the place of Sampurna Milan, fully flourishing meeting. Therefore Mahaprabhu, he is here, he is Sachinandan Gaurahari. He is in the mood of Vrishabhanu Nandini Srimati Radhika. And in other places where there is Sankirna Milan or Sankshipta Milan, there Radharani is either present as Viyogini Radha or Samyogini Radha. And Mahaprabhu is also correspondingly absorbed in those moods of Srimati Radhika, either as Viyogini or Samyogini Radha. But Navadvipa Dham is Vrishabhanu Nandini Srimati Radhika. He's in that mood. But still, why didn't Mahaprabhu send the Goswamis there? Why? Because Mahaprabhu, he didn't want this Gaur Nagari Baat to come up. Because you see, according to this Gaur Nagari Baat, they say that since Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, covered by the mood of Srimati Radhika, therefore we can worship Mahaprabhu as a Nayak. So Mahaprabhu, he could sense that this mood would come. But Mahaprabhu, if you see, although he is Krishna himself, he is always in the mood of a devotee. Why? Because Krishna, although he is Akhila Rasamrit Murti, although he is the embodiment of Anubhav, Vibhav, Sattvic Bhav, Vyabhichari Bhav, Sanchari Bhav, still this Vibhav is divided into two, Vishalamban and Ashrayalamban. Krishna is Vishalamban, and when he appears in the mood, as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is in the mood of Ashrayalamban. In other words, he is in the mood of Srimati Radhika. Therefore, Mahaprabhu, he never liked being addressed as Krishna. He would always cover his ears. You see, in the Gambhira, I was only thinking about Radha and Krishna. Therefore, he sent the Goswamis there. You go to Vrindavan and you manifest my Ishtadev. You manifest all these different pastime places, Leela Sthalis. Because you see, now Mahaprabhu wanted the glories of Srimati Radhika to come out. Because previously we say, when Govind Gopinath Madan Mohan came, Radharani was hiding herself within. Because Krishna, he had to give darshan to devotees from all the other different rasas. But now Radharani had to be manifested. Now she had to give her darshan exclusively to the Gaudiyas. So Mahaprabhu, he desired this, that no longer should Radharani be hiding within my own self. Now she should come out. So therefore he sent the Goswamis there to Vrindavan, to Rajmandal Dham, saying go and manifest. Also he didn't want anyone to worship Mahaprabhu in this Nagar Bhav. Therefore I can also engage in this Ras Leela with Mahaprabhu, this, that. Therefore he made sure that my associates, they go there to Vrindavan Dham and they manifest all these Leelas. He offered everyone there to Vrindavan Dham. No one stayed with Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri except for a few devotees. Everyone else he sent either to Vrindavan Dham or to Navadvipa Dham. Why? Because the Gaudiyas are also very dear to Mahaprabhu. Because who are the Gaudiyas? Gaudiya means the one-pointed followers of Gauri Devi, Srimati Radhika. They are only absorbed in this mode of Radha Dasyam. Therefore he sent many of his associates there also, like Tupanihati, Saptakran, and all these different places of Gaudamandal. And then he also sent most of his associates here to Rajmandal Dham. So in one way, like we just heard now, Navadvipa Dham is Sadhan Kshetra and Rajmandal is like Siddhi Kshetra. But still Jagannath Puri is also called Kshetra Mandal. Kshetra means what? Means a field where any particular crop is grown and it's harvested. So here the jivas are harvested in Kshetra Dham, Jagannath Puri. And then there, when all these anarthas go away, like Swarup Brahma, Satrishna, Hridaya Daurbalya, and all these other different anarthas, Sukruti Yukta, Duskruti Yukta, Bhakti Yukta, then they come to Navadvipa Dham. There they perform their sadhana. Because all these 9 islands of Navadvipa Dham, they embody the 9 different limbs of devotion. And then when they perform sadhana, these 9 limbs of devotion, then they come to Rajmandal Dham, where all the 12 forests of Raj, they embody the 5 primary rasas and 7 secondary rasas. So only when they perform sadhana according to the 9 limbs of devotion, then they'll come to this place and there they'll relish these 12 rasas. Why 12 rasas? One can say one is in Madhurya Bhav, why will he relish the other 11 rasas? Why? Because this Madhurya Bhav is Adi Ras. When Mahaprabhu met Raghupati Upadhyaya, what did he say? He said, Sham evo param rupam puri madhupuri vara vaya kaishwarakat deyam adyevo paro rasa. This Madhurya Bhav is Adi Ras. Means all the other rasas come from this Adi Ras. So all the 11 rasas also come from this Adi Ras. So then after having performed sadhana Navadvipa Dham, then he'll relish all these 12 rasas in this way. So therefore, all these dhams, they're connected to each other. By neglecting Navadvipa dham, one will not get the mercy of Vrindavan. By neglecting Vrindavan, one will not get the mercy of Navadvipa dham. By taking bath in Keshikat, one will come in Barkona Ghat. And by taking bath in Barkona Ghat, one will emerge here in Keshikat. In this way. Therefore, Gaurangera Samimale, therefore, Narottam Thakur has said, there's Gaudamandala Bhumi, Jebajani Chintamani. Tar hoy, Braja Bhume Vas. Only when he considers this Gaudamandala to be now different from Vrindavan, then he's truly a Brajavasi. And how many have realized those who are staying in Braj? Very few have realized. And especially those who have realized they're only the Gaudiyas in this way. Stop here. Panchakal Bhathur Bishal. Vasanve Jagatam Dham Vishnu.
Chakshurunmilitam jena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Vandeham Shri Guru Varam Shri Rupanuga Prakaram Brajarasarasikam cha Narayanam Tam Prapanam Shri Guru Charanam Vande Ramana Prishtaya Budhe Rupa Nurti Narayanam Vancha Kalpataru Yascha Kripa Sindhu Evacha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktabandhav. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. First of all, offer my Sastam and Navad Pranams unto the lotus feet of our most worshipful Sri Gurudev. Nitya Leela Pravishta Om Vishnu Bhaji Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Sri Guru Maharaj, to other Guru Varga and Master Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. So regarding the discussion, very much already tattvas and explanation has been expressed. With regards to this dham, just these days in our Madhura Kadambi class, we're speaking about Namaparad, and Srila Gurudev explaining all this text of Vishwacharya Thakur. Because Vishwacharya Thakur is pointing out the root reason of committing all this Namaparad, and also how, like, what is the solution? And it's the same principle from first aparad up to the 10th. What is that? No proper knowledge of the swarup of this vastu. Like first is sadhuninda. If you don't really know who's a sadhu, and then you will not be able to honor him, you'll neglect him. Second, in regards to Lord Shiva and Krishna. So if you don't know also exactly who they are, then you would think that they're independent from each other, or like they're competitors, and then you commit aparad. Same with Guru Avagya. You don't know the glory of Guru, and so on. Or Shastra Ninda, same. Therefore, now this Vaishnava also discussing about this dham, because it would go the same principle. If we have no proper understanding of the real swarup of this dham, then the result would be you will not be able to properly honor these places. You'll be led to commit some offense. So, and even we say, oh, Navadvipa is the most merciful, free from offense. But then you can still commit offense. You will not be able to enter into Navadvipa. There's some very subtle lessons to learn in here, which our Srila Bhaktabandhav Thakur has pointed in his book. Very mercifully, you cannot find any other book discussing the glory of this Navadvipa from this book of our Bhaktabandhav Thakur, this Navadvipa dham. So now this question comes. There's no doubt, Navadvipa is the greatest. This already has been discussed. No need to repeat all these things. But we have to understand, the glory of this Navadvipa came and has fully manifest when Mahaprabhu came. That time when Mahaprabhu came, and he said, actually up to now, Mahaprabhu's pastimes is going on. But this Navadvipa, when Mahaprabhu came, then fully manifest this, the glory of how Udarya, how merciful, how this prem is distributed. But of course, the basis of that is Radha and Krishna Lila. The very appearance of Mahaprabhu is to, Mahaprabhu has this desire that these talks of Shri Radha and Krishna again be manifest in this world. It has been lost for after a very long time. In that chapter of Rupa Shiksha, then it begins with glorification of Rupa. He's saying, forgot now the verse, but mainly it said, just like when Bhagavan desires to create and he empowers Lord Brahma, then this time he empowered Rupa Goswami to again manifest all these talks about Shri Radha and Krishna, which has been now forgotten after passage of time. So we can understand, at that time, nobody even knows the glory of Vrindavan. No one knows about the glory of Radha and Krishna. This is the purpose of Mahaprabhu coming here. In Navadvipa, everyone doing kirtan. And therefore we can understand why Mahaprabhu is sending his associates. That is their mission. So they're coming to Vrindavan. And see, especially Jiva Goswami, his name is Jiva. So he's also like an example for us all Jivas. By him, in his life, then we can learn so many things. So with Lord Nityananda, under Lord Nityananda's anugatya, then he, all the glories of Navadvipa, this Gaur-mandal has been revealed to him. Meaning without Guru, then you can never understand the glory of Navadvipa. And especially understanding that this Navadvipa is not different from Vrindavan. The moment you think that, they are different, Lord Nityananda himself, then this is an offense. And this he nicely explained to Jiva, that time when he sent Jiva Goswami to Vrindavan. Because Jiva Goswami, we understand, he didn't want to leave Lord Nityananda. Lord Nityananda explaining how Navadvipa and Vrindavan is the same. And then Jiva Goswami asked them, if they're the same, then why do you have to send me to Vrindavan? I'm already here in Navadvipa. And then why you send me to Vrindavan? It's not different. But then saying that Rupa, Sanatan, they're there. You have to associate and assist them in that seva. Also, he's explained. They are not different, but there's some speciality. That actually, this Navadvipa is a special part of Vrindavan where all these offenses are not considered, has no effect. He was saying that after many lifetimes performing pious activities and maybe by fortune you're meeting some devotee, and by them you're learning to understand all these different tattvas. Then it said that the maturity of, this is Lord Nityananda speaking to Jiva, he said the maturity of one's understanding or realization of tattva is when he finally desired to taste rasa. So now that when we say rasa, then really that is desiring to taste this prem, this juice, this happiness from loving exchanges of Krishna. So he said, and although Vrindavan is the reservoir of this rasa, is the fountainhead of this rasa, he said just going there to Vrindavan does not assure that you'll be able to taste this rasa. And the reason is, actually Lord Nityananda said, it is practically impossible for the jiva to taste this rasa. Even if he desire it, it is practically impossible. He used that word and telling that if even going to Vrindavan, it is impossible. And he said, why? Because by nature, the jiva is prone to commit aparad. And especially when committing aparad, then this progress towards that tasting rasa is checked, is stopped. And instead of tasting rasa, then he's tasting virasa. So, but he said, but a portion of this Vrindavan, this is Navadvipa, and there is no disconsideration of offense. And therefore, like someone may be committing aparad, but then that aparad will not stop him from progressing until he finally leaves this aparad. This Navadvipa is so merciful. So then this is the important point. Jiva Goswami, then he asked, so merciful, but how is it, like, how can we devotees be assured that, because he can see that there are many offensive people staying in Vrindavan, staying in Navadvipa, and they are not changed. They remain atheists, they remain materialists. So then, like, what is that Lord Nityananda is saying? Oh, they will change. So then, how can we be assured that we will not become like them? And this is what Lord Nityananda said. He said, actually, all these people, they appear to be in Navadvipa, but they are not in Navadvipa. Maya has covered the dham. They are not inside the dham; they are outside the dham. Therefore, this important point that to say that we go to Navadvipa, and then we be able to benefit. Then it's like this is like a black and white thing that we're talking about the place, geographical location. Because Lord Nityananda said that you can be there, but you're not in Navadvipa. And so we have to understand fully what Lord Nityananda means. He said, like, not everyone can be in Navadvipa. He said, only those who have actual relation to those who have relation to Mahaprabhu, then they can be in Navadvipa. And so, this then we can understand. Someone may be here in Vrindavan, and actually, already Vrindavan, Navadvipa, not different. So there's no doubt, there's no question. Someone may not be in Navadvipa, but he's here in Vrindavan, but he's in Navadvipa. All the Gaudiyas, he said, Gaudiyas have two swarup. So when they attain perfection, in one form they go to Navadvipa, and in one form they go to Goloka Vrindavan. So therefore, like here, Vaishnava is already manifesting that. Here, both Navadvipa and Vrindavan is here. When, like in Jaiva Dharma, when this Sanyasi Thakur, like he was a Mayavadi Sanyasi, he met like one devotee chanting Panchatattva. And when he heard that chanting, some type of like ecstasy he experienced. But because of all this identity thing that I am big sannyasi, then he never he had not that ability to even talk to that devotee. And this brought him so much regret because later on, he was looking for that experience. It's like that never happened in his life. We all know the story. So then, what did he do? He's been searching for that Vaishnava. He's regretting, I should meet that Vaishnava. And so then, where did he go? Then he came here to Vrindavan. But then, what happened here? When he saw the Vaishnavas, he also feel happy. But then he saw how all the Vaishnavas here are always glorifying Navadvipa. And therefore he went to Navadvipa. I'm just mentioning this because someone may be here in Navadvipa, but the reason the Vaishnavas are staying in Navadvipa, are in Vrindavan, is also because they are appreciating that we are followers of Mahaprabhu and we are actually residents of Navadvipa. So when let's say our Raghunatha Goswami in his Manashiksha, the very second instruction, he said, Nadharmam nadharmam shruti kana niruktam kila kuru. So like, don't follow this dharma, nadharma propagated in the Shrutis. I said, Braja Radha Krishna, Prachura Parichanam Yatan, serving Radha Krishna. But then he said, Sachi Sunam Nandeshwari Pati Sutat Guru Param. He said, but always remember, Mukunda Prasadi Smara Param Jashnam, and always remember how Mahaprabhu is not different from this Krishna. And he's our greatest teacher. Actually, we all follow what he's teaching. Guru is the most dear servant of Mukunda. So, and therefore, we see from early morning, we're doing from Mangalarti, we're remembering Gaur. Especially in Sadhya Arati, what all Gaudiya sing first? Everyone's, where are they situated at that time? They're in Srivasangan. So it doesn't matter if they're here in Sevakunj or anywhere in Vrindavan. But at that point, they're remembering Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu is absorbed in Radha Krishna Lila. So they're both in Navadvipa and in Vrindavan. Same way, those devotees in Navadvipa, then they're absorbed in pastimes of Vrindavan. Why? Because they're serving Mahaprabhu and Mahaprabhu serving in Vrindavan, like in the mood of Srimati Radharani. So, in this way, we can understand. First, at that time, Navadvipa's glory is manifest, but Vrindavan is hidden, and therefore Mahaprabhu is sending here the Goswamis to manifest and make everyone understand the glories of Vrindavan. Now, everyone is benefiting what our Goswamis have accomplished. But then, when we stay in Vrindavan, we're not thinking that only we are serving Radha Krishna. We're actually always in the mood that we are followers of Mahaprabhu. Because really, how you can serve Radha Krishna is only by mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So these things you cannot separate. So in this way, we have to reconcile and appreciate how to see that these are not something like one is greater than the other. They are the same, some speciality is there. Ultimately, both is our home. Followers like Mahaprabhu is Radha and Krishna combined. And so, as servant of Mahaprabhu, we are there in Navadvipa. But then he's Radha and Krishna. So, we're also in Vrindavan, serving Sri Radha and Krishna. So, on this, something explaining this topic. Vancha kalpatarubhasya kripa sindhu devacha paritanam pavanti Krishna. Avatarasa Goraya Avatar Jai Shri Dili